All right, what's up, guys? Short video, hopefully. This is what I'm going to do, man. So the amygdala that I made, it doesn't have a sharpening choil. One of my knives that I used to carry a lot didn't have a sharpening choil. It's the Buck Sprint Pro Classic. So I use the Dremel, and I can't remember what number this bit is. I want to say it's a 453. I believe it's a ceramic oxide, you know, grinding stone or whatever, but it's whatever it is. I've also got the 454 out here. I believe that's the 454. It's definitely for metal grinding as well. And so with the 453, I was able to add a small sharpening choil to the Buck. This is much thinner, but I believe whenever we HRC'd this, it was at 62. So it's harder than this ADC RV2 by about 4 points. So this is a 58 HRC, and this is the first knife I made. So I'm going to do the same bit on this first knife I made because it needs a sharpening choil as well. It needs a lot. I need to clean that plane. This is the first knife I completed, but it was it needs a lot of work, and it needs a redone. Like this belongs in an oops pile. I would like to take these handles off and put it in an oops pile and just do something else with that later. Maybe forge it down and start over. But anyway, you got it clamped in. We're going to get the best camera angle that we possibly can. Or raise it up a little bit. Let's see if I can do this. Get it on camera. All while actually working too. So I'm just gonna take the Dremel. I'm gonna put it right here. I don't have as clear of a plunge to go by on this one because my plunge is all screwed up. But if this works on the ADC RV2 as easy as it did on the S45VN, then I'm gonna add a sharpening choil to the completed knife that I'm sending to scab. So here we go. Sorry about the noise. About to power a Dremel on it. It is going to make some. So if you want to adjust your volume or put it on mute until we get done, I will turn it off every time you don't see the Dremel on the screen. 1, 2, 3. It does have a sharpening choil now. It's not the prettiest sharpening choil, but it has one. Let's flip it over. Flip it around. And we'll just touch up this side. So it does have one now. Of course it'll have a sunken plunge. It's just the nature of this knife. The other one probably will too. But you see how ridiculous the plunge is. The job on the plunge is on this knife. It's okay. It's not going anywhere. I don't put it in anybody else's hands like that. But yeah, I'll just clean that up, and I may try to soften that plunge down. We'll see. Machine's coming back on in 3, 2, 1. Okay, that worked. And maybe on the other. I mean, it worked. You know what I mean? Let's take a look at it. Like, sorry about the camera angle, but it's not sharp in there either. Probably take a buffing wheel and clean it up a little bit, but at least there's a stop for the sharpening now. But yeah, that plunge is ridiculous. In fact, let's see if I can just hold this in hand, and left-handed, I'm gonna try to clean that up a little bit. 3, 2, 1, noise. Okay. I think I'm gonna be happy with that as far as just having a place to stop. I may at a later date, go back in and carve all that out. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of sharpening choils out there. The plunge extends, but yeah. All right, I'm confident in doing it to the amygdala now. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it to the amygdala as well. If you're designing a knife, don't forget the sharpening choil. It's these are my first 2 designs, and I forgot them on both. Like no excuse whatsoever. But here we are. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see, from just a second. Let me see what I can do. So that's better for you. There we go. So machine's coming on in 3, 2, 1. It's a polished sharpening choil, huh? Okay. Go in here, clean this side up, try to even it out a little bit. Machine's coming on in 3, 2, 1. Just rolled over the plunge, which I guess is going to be okay because it needs to be softened anyway. It's real sharp now. So let's go ahead and roll over it, soften it up a little bit. 3, just a second. That's pretty even on both sides. Okay. So we're going to roll over the plunge with the same bit. It's pretty smooth. It's a pretty smooth finish. Like it's it might not need to be polished, but like I do need to, I need to soften that. So we're gonna try to be real careful and do that. Let's see where we're at. Still, oh, by the way, I do have water nearby just in case like the blade heated up, but I don't think we're gonna have those concerns to deal with. Like, yeah, even the bit's cold. Just kind of weird. Okay, I'm not gonna shorten that anymore. It'll be a pretty good finger guard. I'm happy with it. I'm okay with it. I'm not gonna put it back in the bead blaster or anything just for that. Yeah, there's no burrs or anything. Okay, sorry about the camera angle. Again, you know, it's the nature, I suppose. Kind of the nature of. Let's just take it out of this damn thing. Okay. Well, there we have it. We got a sharpening choil now. Got a, you know, place for it to come to an end. It's not the prettiest, but it's there and it'll be functional. Okay, I just figured I'd share that with you too. You guys have a great one. We'll catch you on the flip side. Any tips? That's first sharpening choils I've added. So if you got any tips, you got anything, any pro tips, I'm all ears. I should have designed it with it. I know I should have. Could have took care of this a long time ago, properly. But it was a mishap, foresight, you know, whatever. But anyway, we got one in there, and I think I'm happier with it. So you guys take it easy. I may clean it up a little bit more, but you got to sit around for all that. Y'all take it easy.